Hello. It's us.
Hi!
We're here.
We're inevitable.
This is Table Scraps. We are the Paper Dungeon. We're ready to rock tonight.
It's a party time.
It is. I have my obligatory, contractually obligated plugs that I need to do before we get into the fun stuff.
We don't have a contract.
I will get fired if I don't.
You
First off,
okay?
we have socials, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. They're up and pumping. They're there. Lydia does all of our TikTok and Instagram stuff. If you don't know, she's the one who does it. And then Grant sometimes does the Twitter stuff. Sometimes I'll do the Twitter stuff, but that's very rare. We don't do a lot of Twitter stuff. We also have a Discord. If you're not in it, what are you doing?
We had a time the other day on Discord. If you weren't there, I apologize. If you were there,
the corn plague plagues us all.
Corn stop won't stop.
Oh geez. But yeah, we have a Discord. If you are super interested in like watching what we do, because if you don't know, we have a main campaign, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, that we run on Mondays. We have a YouTube where you can watch all of the episodes.
It's all caught up. Grant did such a good job.
Grant finally has completed his goal in life.
I don't know about
get caught up on
I don't know
YouTube.
if that was his goal.
His one thing that he does. He isn't interested in anything else. Everything else is distracting. But yeah, it's all caught up, so you can jump in there. If you don't want to watch from the start, because you're like, oh my god, they have like 67 episodes or something like that, that's okay. Start at either episode 50 or episode 62. Those are both good recap episodes. You'll see all the things, kind of get an idea of what the characters are and who they are and what they do. Jump in right there. If you would like to support us, first of all, just tell your friends about us. We love people. Okay, well, we love people when they're here. I'm not a huge people person, but when you're in the chat, I love you. You're great. Next thing you could do if you want to support us, like financially or anything like that, we have multiple ways that you can do that. We have a Ko-Fi. We have a Streamlabs donation thing. That's the thing that we have, like, that you could use. We also have a Patreon, and there's tons of, throw a follow. I don't know if you have that Twitch Prime. Grant, you're the one exception to the if you're in the chat, I love you rule. But yeah, those are ways to support us. We also have a store, www.thepaperdungeon.com. We have a merch store where you can buy stuff that has our logo on it and a bunch of other random things. Some stickers and stuff. Maz, you don't even have to ask. And speaking of stores, Lydia Corinne also has a store, or as we fondly know her, Lydia Corn.
Yeah.
A store that you can buy art from Lydia on. Is commissions, a bunch of other stuff. You got shirts, you got pillows, you got all sorts of things.
I'm wearing I just got this from myself.
It looks great.
Thanks.
You can buy it for yourself and it'll be awesome.
It's comfy.
I know that some of you in the chat have already ordered some commissions from Lydia. I know a lot of things. And you could join in on that. It would be a good time. Hop in there. Yo, that Prime subscription, the shout out works, Grant. The shout out works.
Prime.
Yes. Thank you. It's a weird day for me. I woke up like 2 hours ago. Feel like I woke up 30 seconds ago. I don't know if I have any other plugs that I need to do. Oh, yes I do. Plug for... We are sponsored by people. We have sponsors.
Yeah.
Regal Rollers. They're doing a Kickstarter right now. And you can get dice from them. They're really cool. I wish that I had something that I could put onto the stream, but that would require me to go to a completely different little page to do so. And I have no control over that. Well, I mean, I do, but I'm not going to do that. So check out Regal Rollers. They're super awesome. We like them. They like us. We like their dice. They also like their dice.
Did we meet the sub goal?
55 of 55. Yo, Maz with the gifted subs. Woo, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's the wrong
get wrecked,
side.
Grant. Get wrecked, Grant. That's the one. Grant, you loser. You're technically in the chat for it, but you're not here, and that makes you a loser.
And that's DJ, and he's here with us in spirit.
Yes.
He's on a trip right now, so.
Yeah, he's like furthering his goals in life or something.
He's being a literal adventurer.
Oh man, hate that guy, right?
No.
As the villain of the Paper Dungeon, I am also obligated to hate everyone in the Paper Dungeon. And outside of it. That's my goal, is to be seen as the villain. That's what I do. I think that's all the plugs that I think I can think of. So we can actually get started on what we normally do, which is talk about the episode this past Monday on the Paper Dungeon. That's a thing that we can do. If you haven't seen it and you're like, oh my god, I'll get spoiled on this, you don't have to. Like, you can go. I'd be sad if you left, but no, Ryan, the BBEG is Lydia.
Yeah, I'm the BBEG. Aaron's the villain.
I'm the villain. I'm the like, you'll never defeat me, and I'm more annoying than like an actual threat. But yeah. So if you don't want to get spoiled on this past episode on Monday, I would understand if you left. My heart will break.
You can come back in like an hour and we'll probably be talking about like Twilight.
It's probably Twilight. We'll probably be talking about Twilight.
Probably Twilight.
Which villain is your villain energy most like, Aaron? I'm sorry. So we have to take a quick break to answer this question, because that's a very good question.
Okay.
So I am of the firm mindset that of all the Disney villains out there are only two that are true, like the truest villains, and they are Cruella de Vil, because there's no like tragic reason. It's just pure evil. It's like,
yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's not like I vie for power. No, she's like, I'm going to murder 100 baby dogs to make them into a coat. There's no reason behind it. It's just pure evil. The other one is Count Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
The dude just sucks. He's terrible. He's just a bad person. The man straight up almost murders a baby the first 5 minutes into the film just because it was ugly. Evil. I don't think I'm quite to the level of the two greatest villains in Disney history, in my opinion. Although I do not like children, I'm not willing to throw them down a well. So I can't say I'm Frollo. I'm not a huge fan of dogs. Like, dogs are fine. They're not my favorite, but they're fine. Not quite up to Cruella de Vil. Villain that I'm most... What do you think, Lydia?
I feel like you're a combination of Gaston and Hook.
I can agree with that. Clearly, I have the physique of Gaston. with the evil Hook actually is actually very close.
That's yeah.
I would say that Hook is very much my energy, because it's like, yeah, he's evil, and he like clearly dislikes children, but like, can you really say that he's like a villain? Like, what does he even do that's like evil? Like, Hook? He's a pirate. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Name one thing in the movie. Like, okay, he
does try to kill Peter Pan and kidnaps a bunch of children and is gonna kill Wendy at one point. And
no, let's be clear here. It's like the worst way. It's like Bond villain way of killing them, though. It's like, because there's a who's the girl, Spider Lily or something like that.
With a dash of Doofenshmirtz.
I am a little Doofenshmirtzy.
You are a little Doofenshmirtz.
Exactly, right? It's like, first off, if a child tried to cut off your hand as a pirate and succeeded, you'd be like, I'm gonna kill this kid. You're like, oh, you're dead now, buddy.
We're getting into like the dark Disney territory that we don't need to go into.
Lore,
we don't need to go into this.
But like, you know, Hook never act. It isn't like he's
no,
like,
no.
I'm gonna stab a person.
We're not gonna defend these villains.
He's a villain, but he's like the most useless Disney villain. He never does anything particularly evil. He like tries. Never really goes anywhere though.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So I think that Hook is a very good example of the level of villainy that I aspire to be, where it's like comedically evil.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah.
I'd say that adds up.
Comedically evil. That's the goal. Anyway, back to the Dungeons and Dragons game that we have on Mondays, which I am unfortunately not the villain for, because man, it would be hilarious. Still fighting in a war.
Can you imagine if Tarak was the villain?
I can. Actively. I often do. It would be a great time. But yeah. What even happened? We went scouting.
So yes. So first off, we get
you stole a thing.
No. You're missing the really important key part. We finished the battle.
Yeah.
We get onto the boat, and Kahtyr just decks Vysen.
Yeah, Kahtyr punches his friend? Brother?
Best friend. They're best friends.
I can never remember which one is his friend and which one is his brother.
Biero is the brother, B. And then Vysen is the best friend.
That also starts with a B.
But Vysen is the friend. Vysen is the friend that is of significant value. Biero.
So Verizon and Viaro.
B.
There's a B. It's what? Okay.
There's a B.
So
Sorry.
Here's the thing. The best part about it is that it was unintentional, because like if you look at other Dungeons and Dragons games, I'm gonna use Acquisitions Incorporated as an example. One of the main characters' name is Omen, and all of his relatives are also synonyms for an omen, like portent, portentia, like. But what Drew did was just name his family and friends after phone companies. and it was not purposeful, and I will never let him live it down. I don't care what he does or say. It's like, if we're going to meet some, like, forgotten cousin, and their name is, like, Ucellular, I'm going to be like, oh, so it's US Cellular. That's what it is. That's all you did. What is it going to be? Yes, this is my aunt Cricut.
Anyway, so he decks him. Then he leaves. Then we all take a rest. Then Tarak and Renaya go out to the campground of the enemy to kind of scout out what's going on and spy and see what we can do. Pockets, I send Pockets in. Pockets finds big dagger, big heavy dagger, steals it, poofs into the abyss with it. We head back. We hurry into the abyss to go talk to Grotz to figure out what this dagger is and go get Pockets with the dagger.
Yeah.
Pockets is missing, can't be summoned. We gotta go looking for Pockets. We find Pockets just sitting out in the abyss waiting for us, with just sitting on top of this dagger sword. Renaya touches the flat part of the blade, and it just
oh jeez.
arm, and then
I would like to apologize. I'm 98% sure that this is
screams in their head temporarily.
This is a hilarious. Oh no, my internet connection is unstable.
I noticed. Am I back? Can you hear me?
I think you're back now. I think you're good. I think my internet. So we missed the entire last
oh gosh.
minute.
Okay. Well, what's the last thing you remember?
I have already forgotten. I was too busy oh my god, what's happening? What are we? What are we saying? What are we doing?
Pockets,
we
dagger.
Stole a knife. Went
we
to
stole
talk
it.
to Grotz. He figured the stuff out. And that's where I think we last left off, with your conversation.
Okay. They can hear us, they can't see us.
What? What the devil? It's a fine on my phone.
Hold on. Let me restart my thing. There we go. We're back. Okay, cool. Yay. Um, then so yeah, start from the beginning. So yeah, so big dagger, Pocket steals it, poofs into the abyss. We go to the abyss. We talk to Grotz. Grotz is like, yeah, this dagger's dangerous. It's linked to the Death Angel, and she needs it so that she can move around freely and not like be
Blip
imprisoned
in
in
and out of
Mount
existence
Celestia.
and stuff.
Yeah. So she's gonna come after that dagger. So we go back. We set up a trap with a magic circle that I had a 32 roll to try to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's
Really
hidden
good
really,
roll.
really well. We dig the dagger and we place it underneath this magic circle, like dug underneath it. Um, Lure her in, get her in the circle, pow, 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 and then she ends up casting suggestion on me to end the circle, which, like, now we know technically wouldn't work, but we didn't know at the time, but it's okay, because thematically we needed to get there anyway. Yeah, we needed that to happen for the plot anyway, so then the magic circle gets dropped, and she gets her dagger, stabs it into the ground, boom, we're all in this, like, void place, and there's Biero and Tiala who've been captured and are like chained up there, and that's where it ends.
Yes, that is what has occurred. It was a long episode. We went for like an hour longer.
Yeah,
like
we were like, gosh, let me look.
I'm
It
pretty sure
it
we
went
went for
long.
like 5 hours.
Yeah.
By the end of it, Grant was just spewing Dr. Seuss things, like saying, reading Redfish, Bluefish. It was dangerous. Dangerous levels. I thought it was a good episode. I thought that, like, was it our strongest episode ever? No. But was it pretty dang good? Yes, I would say so.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I liked getting to steal the dagger.
Yes. Very well done, by the way.
That was fun to like plot out, even though it took me an aggressive amount of time. But I'm really glad we did go long. I don't think I would have. I feel like I would have been dissatisfied with the episode. I would have felt like we hadn't done enough if we didn't go long.
Yeah. We had my favorite part about this is, so like in the episode, I didn't say anything. Well, I brought it up as Tarak, but I further elaborated it once we went on break, because Renaya she stole the dagger with Pockets and then like bamfed him out of existence. They were like, oh yeah, let's go back. And then Tarak says to Renaya, he's like, so do you know what the abjuration magic was trying to do? Was it trying to like keep people away from the dagger, or was it trying to like keep the dagger away from people? And I was like, well, I don't know. And then on the break, I asked the same question, because Renaya, it's hard to understand track sometimes. So Lydia was like, what were you meaning? And I'm like, well, abjuration magic is meant to shield things, but I didn't know if it was trying to keep the dagger in, or if it was trying to keep people out. And she was like, oh. And then DJ goes, Aaron, I hate it when you figure out what I'm trying to do. I'm like, aha, so I am correct.
See, because where my brain went with it was one of the things DJ had mentioned with it was it had stuff to do with the teleportation stuff and things like that. So I figured this was the key into the demi-plane.
Which you're probably correct.
Which it was. Hence why she stabbed into the ground and we got teleported to the demi-plane. But my thing was, I just figured that it was protecting the dagger, because the dagger was what would get us to the demi-plane, and they didn't want us to have it, kind of deal. So that's why I was like, just grab it and go. We'll figure out what it does later.
My favorite thing about it is, and I told you this in the break, because you were like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no. I would have done the exact same thing, even with the knowledge that I currently have. If you're given the option and you see a really shiny object that is clearly very important, and you know, I could steal this, you steal it. Like, specifically in Dungeons & Dragons, this is not a real life advice. In Dungeons & Dragons, if you see a thingamajig that is shiny and important behind walls and walls of keep out, don't touch this, or keep this in, don't let anyone else touch it, you take it. You just try to take it. Exactly. It's the there's a term for it, and I can't remember the name of it. But like, that's just easy role play. It's easy. That's like the easiest plot hook presented. It's like, whatever you do, don't take this. Is a okay. Well, so I'm gonna steal it. Like, that's just, it's easy. Exactly, Phoenix. Chekhov's gun. If you're gonna put the gun on the table, it needs to be used by the end of the act. All right. You can't just put it there and then never have it show up. And if that Chekhov's gun happens to be behind walls and walls of layered defense and magical runes that explode when you get nearby, that's even more of a reason that the players have to have it. It's perfect. Yoink it.
Yoink.
That is my advice to you as Aaron Klebrad, a dungeon master and player. Take things in your Dungeons & Dragons game.
D&D
presented to you
is about yoinking and bonking.
Original, it stays true to the original envisioned ideals of like a D&D.
If you can't bonk it, yoink it.
The players were just thieves, murderers and thieves. That's what the true essence of Dungeons & Dragons is thievery without consequence to your actual person.
Oh my gosh.
Player character will have consequences. But steal it. It's way more fun.
Yep. If you can't bonk it, yoink it.
I would love like a coffee table book where it's just Aaron giving advice about Dungeons & Dragons in like little short snippets. Like, Dungeons & Dragons is just thievery without consequence. Like, it's a really good one. Like, have you ever watched the show Modern Family?
I have not.
Neither have I, but I've seen a lot of clips of it. And one of the clips, one of the characters like writes a book, and it just has like terrible like things that you would see on the internet, accompanied by the like da 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 da. It's like the really wholesome music where like, and it's just like, when life gives you lemonade, make lemons. Like, just really dumb quotes. I would love that. I would love to write that type of book, but just about Dungeons & Dragons. If you see something that says "Don't steal it," you should probably steal it. But yeah, and so then we fight an angel, a death pact angel.
Yeah.
Love those. Great things out there.
I'm so happy DJ let me swap out my spells. Otherwise, I would have been useless.
You like came fully equipped for
stealth. We were set up. DJ was telling us that, like, he was like, all right, we can do a battle like we did last episode, or you guys can go on a like rescue mission this episode kind of deal. And we decided we're gonna do the rescue mission. So when we did our rest, I prepared all Renaya's spells to be for a rescue mission. And then we had a battle. So then DJ was like, you technically had a day, so I had to let you swap it out. So then in the middle of combat, I'm like, spells.
My favorite thing about it is like the entire reason that this battle occurred, kind of your fault.
100%. Yeah.
A little bit your fault.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my fault.
Oh, it was so great. It was how dare I face the consequences
of my actions.
How this is unfair. When will you understand? When
will you learn?
Consequences.
When will you learn? Oh, that was true. I was just like spitting poison at her.
Oh man.
Like.
But yeah, fight went well. Yeah. I mean, okay, well, it went fine. I think that we're all doing like relatively okay health wise, to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any of us have gone down yet.
Nope. None of us have gone down.
Track was like, angels have wings, and we struggle with flying things. Mm-hmm. So he just pretty much grappled and pushed it around the whole time. Yeah. That's all that he did. God, Is Edward out of spell slots?
I'm pretty sure.
God, that kid. I think my favorite quote from the episode was when I said, Grant, how is it possible for Edward to be so bad at everything across the board? And Grant has talked to me. He's like, can we just go over Edward's stuff and just kind of like figure it out?
I think my favorite was when Grant like tells me, Cass send a message, and I just go, why would I do that? For what? For what reason would I?
And now at least you know I'm 100% sure that one was him making a joke though. So it's better than it could have been.
It was just such a funny interaction because I was so stressed on my spells, and I was just like, for what? Why? Why?
¿Por qué? It really is that way, Liv. It's like bards are supposed to be a jack of all trades, master of none. Like across the board, they're pretty average. Somehow he's managed to be the worst at every possible route.
But that's not true, because this last episode wasn't a great example. But in the episodes before, Grant was pulling some moves. He was pulling some good moves. He was pulling some cool, smart moves. But
I think the hard part about it right now is that he multi-classed pretty late into the game.
Mm-hmm.
So once you're at around level 10, like if you multi-class at level 7, you really don't gain any benefits for the next 3 to 5 levels.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is operating at
Hey!
What? Does Drew want in here?
There's a Drew at the ready.
Ugh.
Right, we're gonna gain a Drew.
We'll be back. Give me just a second, guys.
Are you gonna keep the audio going?
Fine, yeah, I guess I will.
Okay, cool.
Find the break screen and transition over. Got table scraps, 3 peeps. Go over here. They can still hear us, so I'm gonna go invite Drew. Invite him. Ugh.
What's up, Maz? What do you gotta ask? I'm listening. And by listening, I mean ready to read. What's going on? Maz? Oh, there he is. What happened yesterday and what quarantine?
They can hear you if you speak, Drew, just so you know.
Hi, Drew!
Hello.
Oh my gosh. It's a Drew. It's crazy. Can't see him.
What energy on the hello, Drew?
Oh, wow.
Am I supposed to be more energetic with the hello?
This is table scraps. The point is zany and interesting.
But Maz, to answer your question, I couldn't tell you.
For those of you who don't understand what's going on, the Discord has been wild the past couple of days.
It was wild yesterday.
It's been a time.
We spent an hour making corn puns and sending corn gifts to each other. I made a whole channel called Just Corn for us, and I made some art of Paper Dungeon, but it's the Paper Corngeon.
You know, and the funny thing is, even though that you made a corn channel, the corn was not limited to the corn channel.
No, it's stayed in the general chat.
Oh yeah, it's spread.
It's everywhere.
It spread.
It was, oh man.
It can't be contained.
I've been avoiding the Discorn for a long time.
Lydia, you're gonna have to quarantine.
We need to stop.
I'm just saying next April.
Next April?
Yeah,
April
a year
Fools?
from now. April 1st, we need to completely overhaul the entire Paper Dungeon just for April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
New art for everything. All of the character sprites are replaced with corn. Everything. Just for that Monday of April Fools. That's what we need to do.
I'm willing to do this.
So mark that down. Next year, it'll happen. That's what we're here for. So you all were privy to it first, because next year we're going to have hundreds of thousands of people watching us, but
No
you'll
take
know.
backsies.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
stuck
You
with us
can't
now.
run and you can't run.
Welcome to the corn cult.
There's no freedom here.
But yeah, Drew, we just went over like how we thought, like what we thought with the episode.
How's Kahtyr doing? I know that he wasn't there because I played him for the first 2 hours.
That is true.
With a
You were
flawless
Hold
impression.
on.
you poofed for a little bit.
I played him for the first hour. You played him for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I played him for the last 2 hours. All right. Let's get our stories straight.
And I would like to say I have a flawless impression.
I'm sure you
I don't
do.
suppose you've seen any of it yet, have you?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh,
I've
boy,
been
it was
meaning
fun.
to. I've needed to go back,
It's a
but
good time.
I haven't had a chance yet.
I mean, it's exactly how you would have played him. So
I'm sure it was. I trust you fully. Hence the fact that I gave
Absolutely.
you permission to Jaeger my character.
that's what I'm here for.
Uh-huh.
And now that tradition has been set, I assume that it will be that way forever.
Yes, likely.
Good.
For the many times that I'm going to be gone on the
Yes.
dungeon.
All the time. In fact, you're just gonna leave. I'm just gonna Jaeger Kahtyr for the rest of the show.
Yeah, this is actually my goodbye, guys.
No.
Okay. Does anyone else think that the room that you're currently in has weird geometry? Am I crazy?
Oh no, it does. It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little.
I'm
It's
looking, I'm
it's
like,
very unique.
It's funky.
I'm like,
It's a
first
funky
off,
room.
I can't tell if that's a doorway or just a strangely cut out wall.
So
Or if
no, it
is the
so
roof
there's a
also
door there.
zigzag?
There's a door
Yeah.
there, and this side of so the thing is right. So where I am currently is our production room for our online streaming. Okay,
Oh.
which is underneath and kind of towards the back of our balcony seating.
Ooh.
So like above me, you kind of see this curve where like this side of the ceiling is higher and this side of the ceiling is
Ah.
lower, and there's a kind of this curve, and that's because like just above me are like seatings that go up to kind of
Gotcha.
up the balcony. So yeah,
And so what is your exact address, zip code, and geographic coordinates? No reason.
it's just,
Somewhere around
300 degrees longitude,
Oh, of
500
course.
degrees
Exactly where I expected
latitude.
it to be.
Uh-huh. I wonder
So-
actually where that would put you.
So how's Kahtyr doing?
No, he's doing pretty okay. His brother getting kidnapped. Is not fun.
Yes, your
Not,
brother
not chill.
Viaro.
Kind of feels bad about hitting
Verizon.
Verizon. That's right. Because really, it's like one of those decisions, and it's perfect because this is exactly what I want it to be. It's one of those decisions that you just make in the moment when you're angry and you realize, crap, that was a really stupid decision for many reasons.
I thought it was epic. No
Sounds great.
regrets.
I think that you should punch more NPCs.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah,
you should.
yeah.
I
It's
agree.
also
That's
great
what
for the
Lydia
media.
I support
Lydia
this.
keeps telling
Like
me that.
TikTok loved it.
I
Yeah.
support this.
Yeah, huh? That's right.
And Renaya's like backing you up. She will be like, go, 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 go,
fight,
go.
fight, kiss.
Just next time we see Kiyomura.
Every single time. Yeah. Throw some punches. Kiss.
Ooh, is it bad that I kind of forgot Kiyomura was a person?
Ooh.
I've
Well,
been
we
objectifying
haven't.
him
Yeah,
as
we
a
haven't.
hot meat object for years.
We haven't interacted with him in a second.
I was gonna say you haven't sent him a message.
He's probably
in a
in
while,
space, dude.
so.
No, he probably is in space.
He's probably
Space.
like
I mean, what
Girl.
defines as space?
The final frontier.
space.
Okay.
Space. He
I'm
went and
trying
talked
to
to the Fae, and
find
the Fae
it.
put him in space. That's my
The Fae put him
idea
in
of what
space.
happened.
That's what you.
So he's
think
just
happened?
floating around. He's like, it's really hard to maintain muscle mass in zero gravity.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It is.
Got to keep
It is
him
difficult.
on my protein.
Yeah.
Do some
Yeah.
resistance training, I guess.
Yeah.
He's got those little rubber bands.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You got the stretchy rubber band.
Oh, yeah.
Things.
A shake
Yeah.
weight. Wouldn't do anything. It's at zero gravity.
Kiyomura is sus.
Kimura is
Well,
Kimura is
Kimura,
unbelievably sus. Almost as
he
sus
is-
as Tiala.
He's oh my goodness, dude. I
You
don't
mean
know
T-Mobile.
Yeah.
What your thing with Tiala? Why? Oh my goodness.
We're just reaching out. We're reaching out to every phone company for the potential to sponsor us. That's the goal.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I would be real curious who ends up becoming AT&T or Sprint.
Oh, I feel like there already is a Sprint. I feel like there's an option
I don't know.
somewhere out there.
I'm sure somewhere.
I don't know. But look.
Oh no, now
so-
Lydia's thinking about it. Lydia's
All I
going
can think about is Spurk from Between the Rows.
Yeah, Spurk. Good old Sprint. I'm not joking. I've been on this for a long time. All right. About the Tiala is evil.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know why.
I
but
know that it's a
you're-
meme, and sometimes I do play it up as ha ha ha, she's evil. She's gonna betray us.
Why?
Name who? Okay, have we had anyone betray us yet? For sure betrayal, other than the old man that we didn't actually know.
See, Kiyomora's no, because I don't think Tiala is, because I think it's gonna be Kiyomura. I think with Tiala, Tiala is going to play a role in something with Edward over our time jump.
I mean,
That's what my
yes.
prediction is.
I think that she will for sure. Now, I don't think she's going to betray us immediately. I'm thinking we hit level 16, 17. That's the Tiala betrayal.
That's when she's gonna betray us.
Yeah.
It's like the late game.
Turns out
You
she's
know-
been dating Kiyomura this whole time.
Maz, you need to move on, okay? You kill a guy once and they never let you live it down.
I should pull up chat. I haven't seen the chat like this entire time.
Maz goes, I mean, Rennie did kill Kahtyr. That's kind of betrayal.
He asked for it.
Yeah, he told me to do it.
Yeah. So, yeah, Maz, get over it.
Also,
yeah,
I
maintain my
personally speaking, have been thinking about that moment more recently, purely because of how much of a scumbag move that is on Cathyr's end.
Hey, just
Of telling your friend to kill you.
Just do it.
That's dark. That's not cool.
You could just bring me back. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Now, would he do it again? Yes. However,
What a terrible thing to do. Now, would he do it again? Absolutely. Not a second doubt. Not a single thought on my mind. No, 100%.
100% would do it again. But
Honestly,
it's
kind of
totally,
low-key.
but totally a terrible thing to have some ask your friend to do.
It's almost like it's permanently scarring or anything like that.
Something. Yeah.
What's a little bit of more trauma,
So,
you know?
Yeah.
Just pile it on there. But now it's just like icing on top. You already got the cake baked. All right?
No!
What? The cake? What? I missed
Icing on top. You already got. And it's bad. I'm upset now.
I'm very confused. I
We're
didn't think it was
lost.
that
Oh.
bad.
No, I'm just sad because I killed my friend.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Well, I mean, don't be sad now because he's back.
The most
the two paladins are like, oh, well, in that case, no, I don't feel bad for you, not at all.
I mean, again, like I said, terrible thing, but he is back. He's alive again, so it's okay. So
now.
it is slightly better
Um,
for now. Yeah, exactly.
I really enjoyed in this past episode, Track just yelling at the angel for oh man, so many
See,
times.
I was so concerned because we rolled real good to set the trap, and then DJ didn't just jump on it. I'm like, okay, there's something we're missing here. And then later when he tells us that she has true sight, I'm like, well, no wonder she thought something was up.
Nah,
She could see
take
through
me.
the fact that the dagger is an illusion.
So simple solution: just ask me to roll a persuasion check, and it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
A really, really high.
I was
persuasion check.
rolling hot
Yeah,
this
you
past night.
Yeah, dude.
And I don't know why. That is
It
a
was.
not a traditional Aaron move.
It's not, no.
I'm
Which is
normally
why
the
it's not going to happen again for another 50 episodes.
yeah. This is like a when the planets align, like and the moon is in full like.
Mhm.
I have been blessed
Well,
with the ability to roll double-digit numbers consistently.
well, see, so the thing is, so DJ talked about how like we all take turns on whose night, like we get like 2 to 3
Yeah,
weeks
yeah.
of like it's our turn to roll well. The thing is though, most of the time it skips Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gets around to Aaron's turn. It's like, you know what?
Well, I'm
Nah,
just such a nice
I'm just
guy
yeah.
that I'm like, no, you
No, no,
take
no.
it.
You take it. That's right. Like in classic track fashion.
I don't need this. I will just suffer at the bottom with my fours.
Mhm, mhm. But now that things are serious, Track's like, nah, dude, I'm going all in.
Look, track.
This is serious.
So I've been trying to play Tarak as Tarak really just doesn't like non-mortal creatures for the most part. Like angels, gods, demons, devils.
Kahtyr.
Got a pretty negative view on it. He's just an elf. They live a long time. Sure, he's a celestial now. But, like, I don't think that counts. You still age, right?
I mean, yes.
Then, yeah, it'll be great. It's fine. Plus, he knew you. You're chill. And he's okay with Grotz. Like, to the extent where it's like, I'm not gonna get in your way. Unless I need to.
Oh my goodness, you live. That's so great. Gods, demons, pandas.
Exactly. But so like Track versus this angel is very much like I don't like you, which is like normally I'm pretty okay with things, but you especially I just like you. Um, um, and that's kind of been an ongoing thing with Track and this angel of him just like I'm gonna run you down. That's what's gonna happen here. We're gonna full WWE Monday Night Raw you, like off the top rope. This is how it's gonna go down. There's nothing you can do about it. And I've been enjoying that of just Track's unadulterated dislike of like angels.
And and I find it hilarious. We're fighting like demigods, right, in this war, and every single time, Track, with no hesitation, is like, "All right, dude, come on, fight me. I dare
Fight
you.
me. If you're so
Come
big
on,
and
punk."
strong, you can just kill me anyway. So come on, do it, punk. I dare you.
Yeah, it's
I'll
just
prove you wrong.
Meanwhile, all of us are just like, "What the heck is he doing?"
Track is the definition of the oh my goodness. Like if God had not bestowed upon me anxiety and depression, I would have bested him in hand-to-hand combat by the age of 12. Like,
Yeah.
that's Tarak in a nutshell. Like man, if you had not like made me timid and weak, I would have destroyed your life at birth. Oh man, what a peaceful, kind boy.
Yeah, what a great guy. We love him.
Yeah, I'm excited to fight more gods, demons, devils, and pandas as time progresses.
I cannot. I keep saying it. I know it's a terrible thing for Drew to say, but Drew cannot wait to fight Melora.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Like it's gonna be so good. And however, I wish that I still had my memory of Melora purely for that fight. Because that fight would hurt that much more if Kahtyr still remembered more.
Yeah.
Now it's interesting because I mean, there's a lot of ways like you may not remember them, like your mind may not. But I think that it would be cool if you almost had like a muscle memory thing. Like a lot of movies and shows have done that in the past, where it's like I don't know you, but why am I shaking? Like. Is this fear?
Well, and like
what's going on here?
That'd be totally valid too, because that's kind of what was happening with Lada and Renaya.
It's like I don't know
Yeah.
but why do I feel the need to embrace you for some reason?
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like I should give you a really big hug.
Exactly.
Just
almost as
on the
like-
battlefield, just
as though you
walks
were
up
like
to
a mother
Melora
figure
and
or
just
something.
gives her a hug.
Just a big old
And she's just like
Bring
stabbing
it
in the
in.
back.
Bring it in.
yeah, like you're like, oh my goodness, they're embracing. Maybe they've remembered. And then you just see below, Melora's hand is like pulling back a bow and arrow, just like like close range arrows just through the stomach.
There's just like 5 arrows just
He's like,
sticking out of his side.
It's okay, sweetie. I'm excited. I'm loving it because it's gonna be like, oh no, who is this person who has stepped up to fight us? We're like all fighting things, and then like Melora shows up, and we're like, all right, well, we're gonna be over here. Kathy, you got that one.
You got it, Kahtyr.
Like that's on you. You guys got it. We'll just make a barrier around you.
What I'm like waiting for is like Kahtyr is going, like, we're all going to be doing our thing on the battlefield. Kahtyr and Melora are going to start fighting. He's not even going to know like who this person
why
is.
are you attacking me so aggressively?
And like everybody else eventually like turns and realizes, oh, when did they start fighting?
We just turn back around. We're like, I'm not gonna play this. Not gonna happen. Oh man,
boy.
I'm so excited for undead murder Melora.
Yeah, the undead Fae Melora.
It'll be great. It'll be super awesome.
Felora.
Yep.
I love that we just talked about it so much that it's like it's gonna happen.
I mean
it's
yeah.
gonna-
It's gonna happen just like Kiyomiya and Tiala betraying us. It's gonna happen, you know.
Okay,
Just
I
like
was with you on the
dying.
Kiyomiya part. The Tiala is like, because the
dude.
thing is, we all know that like Tiala purely. Now, granted, is DJ going to use Tiala to hurt us? Probably, but I don't think she's going to betray us.
It's betrayal all the way.
Because
bro.
The whole reason that
She's a
Tiala exists as a
pre-programmed
character
sleeper agent that has been working
is-
for the Elven, like under the Elven army for like 400 years. She's
You
in
mean the
deep,
same Elven
bro.
army that Kathyr's from?
Yes. That's the one. That's where she's been input as a sleeper agent by the enemy that whole
By
time.
what enemy?
The enemy.
The enemy.
The enemy. It's the one, like the big boss. I've played enough Metal Gear Solid to know that you should never trust anyone who shows up halfway through the game and is like, look at me, I'm attractive and conveniently suited to all of your tastes.
Okay.
They're gonna
to be
stab
fair,
you in the
though,
back as a genetically
fair, though.
engineered bio sleeper agent that's gonna infect you with nanobots and cause your heart to explode.
Okay.
I've
now,
played
to be fair,
so
Aaron,
many Metal Gear Solid games, Drew.
Metal Gear Solid is a very different game than DJ's DMing.
Prove it.
Well, for one thing, we're not in a cyberpunk world
Yet.
yet. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you.
Look,
Welcome to the portion
I'm
of Table
saying that
Scraps where
if you look
Drew
in-
and
if
Aaron
you look
just talk to
deep
each other and they
into our
ignore
game
Lydia.
on Monday nights, 7 p.m. CST. For those of you who haven't watched it, you can watch them on YouTube and catch up. If you look at the Metal Gear Solid games and then you look at the game that we have, you can draw a lot of parallels. There's a lot.
I don't think DJ made Tiala with any intention
I don't think that
of
DJ
having her
has
be a
ever
sleeper
even
engine.
seen Metal Gear Solid. But just because he hasn't seen them doesn't mean that they don't follow the same plot lines.
Okay. I mean, fair. Coincidence is a thing, or just good storytelling is
Mhm.
a thing. You
And
know,
see,
it's,
that's the
there's
thing.
a
They're
formula.
both great storytellers, and sometimes they fall into the same lines. It'd be great.
However, given the fact that we all know DJ made Tiala purposely to be a love interest for Edward, purely because he wants Edward to have a love interest.
Yeah.
Like,
What better thing to do with a love interest than stab the lover in the back with it? That's the purpose of the love interest.
I don't think that's DJ's
I
point.
mean, with Renaya, I gotta back him on that one.
Exactly. It's right. Like the only reason that the whole Gratz thing is going so well is that Lydia's already been stabbed in the back by a lover.
Mm-hmm.
You get your one.
Yeah.
I mean, does Edward and Melanina count?
No.
No, remember Renaya already said they don't count.
Exactly.
Why
Renaya
does
said
count?
they don't count. And
Why
plus,
when did I say they don't
so
count?
the difference is
When did
The
that
different-
happen?
Remember,
This
she
did
went to
happen
talk.
in
Yeah, she talked to Edward. She goes to talk to Edward about his date, and she's like, "Was that your first date?" And blah blah blah. And he was like,
Oh,
No,
okay,
I've been on
yeah.
others." And she was like, "Meloncina doesn't count.
And so here's the thing. Oh,
It's
yeah, I should
canon."
probably change that. The lame trio.
The lame trio. The OG duo to the lame trio. Wow. That hurts just a little bit,
Thanks for reminding me. Totally forgot that we had grabbed another person. So here's the thing. So, Kahtyr hasn't been stabbed in the back yet by Melora. That's when the undead Melora comes into play, where your first love interest stabs you in the back.
Mm-hmm. See, bold of you to assume that Melora's his first love interest.
Well, bold of me to assume that she's not stabbing you in the front. And, of course, you can always interrupt us with a question. We get distracted very easily.
Yeah, no, we go on tangents.
Actually,
all the time,
please ask
especially
your
Aaron and I.
questions. Because it'll get
Yeah,
us
we
off
might
this
be.
conversation.
Save
at
us.
this. We'll be at this forever if we don't.
Well, save me.
So, Kahtyr gets
save
stabbed
Lydia.
in some direction by Melora.
Uh-huh.
Renaya's already been stabbed by her first husband.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thing is, Tarak's never getting close to anyone to avoid the stabbing. He's just gonna skip the whole stabbing in the first part. Can't get stabbed by a love interest if you never have a love interest. This is Edward's chance to get stabbed by a love interest. Tiala, it's the perfect route.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this guy remind me of Ice King from Adventure Time? Are you talking about me?
Which guy?
Because if so, the Ice King from Adventure Time is actually another great example of the type of villain I aspire to be.
Drew, we were talking about this before we even started. This was the very first thing we covered.
Oh, okay.
So, actually, Ghost, thank you for picking up on this. My intent on this channel is to be the villain of the Paper Dungeon. But I don't want to be like a villain that's like, oh no, like a villain. I just want to be the people that, for some reason, like, they'll rally behind me because they're like, I love the fact that this guy is the villain. Much like the Ice King. People love the Ice King, but he's not a good guy for a majority of the show. So yeah, I would say that I have some comparison to the Ice King a lot of the time. Ice King and Captain Hook. That's what we've got. With a little dash of Gaston. And you know the worst part about this is that makes Grant the LeFleur. Like you know the little guy that hangs around with Gaston?
Yeah.
LeFou and Smee.
LeFou. Yeah. Grant is my Shmee.
And is it Gunther? Gunther,
Yes.
the penguin?
And that makes Grant the true evil. Is that he is also Gunter. So
Okay, wait.
So yeah,
so
that actually
if
oh
you're,
my god, why is that a thing?
Okay, so if you're
Every villain having a sidekick?
A sidekick that is like comedic but also probably better at being evil than they are.
It's just a trope.
Oh my goodness.
Now, okay, so if Aaron is Gaston and Grant is LeFou, then who's Lydia?
Beast. Obviously, this is clearly the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Lydia is Disney, the real villain.
Disney.
All right,
I mean, you would be correct.
Yeah, because it's like I'm the villain of the show. That's like comedic, and it's like, oh, haha. Like Gaston is pretty high up on my. Actually, he's pretty low on the villain list because he's like a jerk. Like he's not a good guy, and like way too high on the frat level. But like in terms of actual evil, he's just like the worst type of man. Like he's not like I am an evil overlord. He's just jacked and likes to kill things, which I can name like 50 rednecks off the top of my head that are the same way. So it's like, you know, not that crazy of a villain compared to gosh dang Cruella de Vil. That lady. Good Lord Almighty. What villain is Maz?
Is Maz? Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah, Ryan. The
Hmm.
definition of incel is just Gaston. He's like,
Hold on.
yes,
I'm
women
gonna need
love
to
me because I'm
actually like
jacked.
look up Disney villains because I don't
What villain is
have
Maz?
ones. Um,
For some reason, I imagine you as like, oh geez, someone from Fantasia.
no. He's like in my brain, he's one of those villains that you didn't expect to be the villain until the very
Oh
end.
my god, he's the chick that gets close to Anna and Frozen.
Hans? No,
Hans.
no. Hans
Oh,
isn't Maz's vibe. No,
Maz is
Hans is too bad. Um.
Please don't make me Hans. Anything but this. I will accept the nickname of Ice King. Also, I love the cold, so that's very fitting. Um oh man. Maz. Who
Mm.
is Maz?
I
Just just so
out
you
of
know,
what I'm
Maz is one of our
seeing.
wonderful moderators. The
Yes.
Wizard of the
Who is
Coast,
who is
Maz.
yes, the Wizard of the Coast. Oh, guys.
Um,
Like that makes it so much easier. Like uh
See, that's why I was thinking like a Fantasia thing, which then again,
oh, is
I
he
kind
is he
of,
just the
I
guy from
kind of,
Fantasia?
I kind of get like, I don't know. Hold on. I have a
see,
few
Maz, you're
options. Let
too
me
good
look.
at your job to be a villain. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
problem. Like Maz, like we everybody loves you.
Yeah, Maz, why are you such a good person? Gross.
oh gosh, oh, that's his name. I don't know. Okay, so here's my.
Maz is the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I get like no, I don't know, Maz. It's
And
difficult. Okay.
Wander is the gypsy.
So like
Maz is Mother Gothel.
so like what I feel with Maz as far as like him DMing is what's her name? The one in Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, oh,
Yes, the one who says pull the lever, Kronk.
That's how I imagine Maz as a DM. But as far as
oh,
him with the paper dungeon, I
Yzma.
imagine Maz is Kronk.
Or Yzma. It's YZMA is how you spell her name. I would like to state, Maz, if you define yourself as a lawful evil villain, the truest form of lawful evil, and one of my favorite villains, and also potentially the most evil, is Count Claude Frollo. Like
what?
Yes, we already
Frollo,
talked about this.
the villain from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Don't tell me you don't know about him.
Oh, I didn't realize that was his name.
Yeah, Claude Frollo. He is the worst. He's like in the top 2.
Okay.
Drew, I'd make you the magic mirror in Snow White.
That's fair.
Magic mirror.
That's what I see you as.
Now the question is it Magic Mirror like original Magic Mirror in Snow White, or is it Shrek Magic Mirror?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. It just depends on who I'm talking.
It depends on his mood that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Also, if we ever do like cover songs, like we record, like Grant and I have talked a lot about it because we do a lot of music, and by we I mean mainly Grant and Drew. But we've been talking about like doing like just cover music and releasing that on Spotify or something. I want to sing Hellfire so bad.
Oh yeah.
It is like it's up there in my favorite songs.
You would do it well.
In terms of Disney songs, I think it's my favorite. Like it's so good.
If I was a Disney villain, I'd want to be either Oogie Boogie or the Cheshire Cat.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is the Cheshire Cat a villain?
I mean, it's more like an anti. It's like more like an
The Cheshire
anti-hero.
Cat is basically an eldritch horror. Like there is no that like that's
exactly.
Yeah,
but
I guess
like
it depends because like in Alice in Wonderland, he's more of like an anti-hero. You know.
he's like his motives are beyond our feeble human minds' understanding. Why does the Cheshire Cat do anything? We don't know.
Wait, does that can I? Although if we're doing Alice in Wonderland, can I be the Mad Hatter?
Now we got to look at Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland characters.
Although I don't actually think I would fit the Mad Hatter. I feel like that would be like somebody like Aaron.
No, that's a Grant move for sure.
Or Grant. Yeah, Grant could be.
Grant is unbelievably
Now
Mad
we're
Hatter.
talking about like the like animated, not the
Yes.
live action, right?
Yes.
I mean,
very much so. We don't talk about the the live action one, although it
you
was
guys
not a
don't like
bad
the live
movie.
action?
See, Drew, I feel like you're just Alice. Just constantly lost in our chaos.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's fair.
Now, are we going off of the animated version? Are we going off of the book through the Looking Glass?
See, I don't know the book.
It's fine.
I've
whatever.
like read very little of the book.
Grant is both Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh gosh, we're so off track from this.
Oh man,
Grant is Dr. Facilier. That is interesting. Yeah.
Honestly,
Don't
I
you
can see it.
disrespect me, little man.
see, I feel like I would be the rabbit, whatever his name is.
You're in my world now.
The, like,
now
white
you
rabbit?
know.
Yeah,
I can
Like
see
the
that
one-
too.
the one
I
obsessed
can
with
see
like
you as
the time.
Oh, I
like,
can
you
see
know,
that.
schedule and stuff. You
Late,
know?
late,
Mhm.
late.
Wow.
But I
My
got
friends on the other side.
Are you ready?
For DJ, I'd
That's a
say
great one. That's a great movie.
it depends on his mood. I'd say Gaston, Hades from Hercules, or the king the king in Robin Hood.
Oh, I haven't seen Robin Hood recently.
The lion. This crown gives me a feeling of power.
Baby.
What's his name? Is it? I don't know. I haven't
Wait,
seen.
I
I'm
don't-
sorry.
yeah.
I was reading about the Cheshire Cat. Who are we talking about?
DJ, I'd put either as it's Prince John.
Oh,
Prince
he's
John-
such a Prince John.
No, it depends on his mood. Prince John, Hades from Hercules, or Gaston. It depends on his mood.
Yeah, okay, I could see it. Hades
Yeah.
Hades was a bit of a stretch, but I can see it.
When you get to Sasson,
Oh yeah.
Sassy DM, that's Hades.
Secretly plotting the downfall of all of us? Absolutely, DJ. So I've read more up on the Cheshire Cat, because let me tell you, it has been a long time since I have seen anything even vaguely related to Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a cat. Like, he isn't good or evil. He just is annoying, but like also lovable. Which is he's just a cat. He's like he helps Alice to the point where Alice is like super pumped to see him because she's like, oh my god, the only person who has shown me any form of kindness or assistance on this journey. And then he also like almost gets her killed multiple times throughout the movie just by being like, I'm going to make sure that the Queen of Hearts just hates you. Like, that's the goal here. I'm gonna just cause a bunch of, I'm just gonna prank you.
See, he is included in Mickey's House of Villains.
That is hilarious.
The Cheshire Cat.
Is a background antagonist in Mickey's House of Villains, appearing both before and after the villains take over the club.
You see, but even then, I feel like his purpose isn't to be a villain. It's just like, oh, this
Type
seems
of
fun.
villain, mischievous trickster.
Yeah, yeah. Where he isn't doing this out of evil. He's doing this because it would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a fae.
Yeah, he's just the worst. He's an out horror. His reasoning are beyond our understandings. Why is this funny to him? I don't know. It's hard to tell. He just kind of wants to see a small blonde child get decapitated by an angry woman. It's fun.
As Alfred once said, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Also, speaking of Alfred, that dude, unrealistically rad.
Oh yeah.
Like,
100%. Almost
anytime,
better than Batman,
anytime I hear someone say like mention Alfred, I think of the like art in like the comic where he's just like,
where he
if you are,
shoots
he's like, he has a
Superman.
shotgun and he's like,
Yeah,
if you are counting on Master Wayne's resistance to kill, I assure you, I subscribe to no such like fallacies. He's just like, I will kill you. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I love that all Disney villains have like really big eyelids.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they're cartoons.
Well, right, but like,
Well, the reason is that you need to have the villainous blink, the like
yeah.
super long like.
Because it's
I
like
see.
you think more about like the eyebrows and like the face
Mhm.
shape. You don't think about the eyelids, but I'm looking at like them all side by side, and it's like,
Got some
yeah,
big eyelids.
that's some big eyelids.
To be fair, is the Mad Hatter also considered? No, he's not a villain.
No,
Although I feel like he causes just as many problems for her as the Cheshire Cat.
I think his are unintentional though.
Fair. Yeah, it's fair. He's just crazy.
Also, I do find it amusing that the Mad Hatter is also just a Batman villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batman has so many weird villains that are just like, oh, this is just a thing. We're not going to question it. Also, I would like to say that somewhere deep within my villain biography, there is a Shere Khan, the tiger from Jungle Book, who's just like probably the evilest aspect of me, which is just I'm going to overwhelm you with intelligent plays specifically for evil purposes, and then that's like 1% of the time. The other 99% is the Ice King. I'm in.
Who? Sorry, I was looking at other villains.
I knew that you had no idea who I was talking about. Shere Khan from Jungle Book, the tiger.
Yeah.
Ah,
Just
I can
like,
see it.
yes, I shall hunt you.
Not to be confused with the lion Scar.
No. Because Scar relies too much on other people. Shere Khan does his own work. Shere Khan don't need no hyenas. We've been talking about Disney.
Yeah,
for like
I'm gonna close this.
Close this tab.
What do you mean?
What do we want to talk about?
I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, what do we do now?
I don't know. A lot of stuff.
So we've got we can do a quick rundown of what all's coming up. So
yes.
This Monday we are going to be doing a one shot instead of our usual campaign because DJ is away. But yeah, so we'll be doing a one shot this Monday. Table scraps as always. We've got a few more episodes, and then we are actually like going to be having a time jump in our main campaign, and when that time jump is happening, DJ is going to be away again on another big adventure trip. So in that time that the time jump is happening in the campaign and DJ is away in real life, Camp Cryptids will be running on Mondays.
Not confusing at all.
I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. It's hard, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just there's a lot of words you're saying.
I know.
A lot of jumps, a lot of time.
Yeah. Time's wibbly wobbly. Timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey. That's right.
Anyway, so we have a few more episodes left of the main campaign. Then we'll be jumping into Camp Cryptid. Camp Cryptid will run about 4 episodes. Then we'll have another one shot. And then I believe what we're doing is we're going to have a one shot. So that first one shot is unrelated to the main campaign. Then we are going to have a Monday that is one shots related to the campaign during the time jump, and then we're jumping back into the campaign after the time jump.
Now, okay.
Like
now, but
that's what I believe the plan is.
So we have like the remaining episodes, and then we're like taking like, and we have like 2 different like weeks that we have. So like 1 week that we have a one shot, and then another week that's like a one shot and is it like the first half is like the duo adventure like of the of
Let
like the
me.
one shot like the just the duo
So,
adventure
I
stuff?
mean, we still have to figure out what we want to do. So I'm pretty sure that our like duo one shots are going to be pre-recorded.
Right. Yeah.
And then what I figured was, and I want to talk with DG about it because I don't know if we're going to do duos. Another idea I had was we do like solos, but we only go for like an hour each, and then we just like collect them all into one big stream and just have that go that one Monday before we start. That's just one
Basically,
idea that I
after
had to
June, we have
pitch kind of
little
thing.
idea of what is happening.
Yeah, we've got things coming up, but as far as like what's happening as soon as Camp Cryptid is over, we're still fuzzy. We're still determining those details. But Camp Cryptid is supposed to start the 30th, I believe, of May.
And
May
it's pretty
30th.
sick. We just
May
recorded the
30th.
first episode a little
We
while
did.
ago.
We
And
did.
it's awesome. I'm a punk. I'm
You
just
are.
the worst.
You really are.
I love it.
Drew's
This is
adorable.
how I view all children. Just the worst.
But yeah, so that's what's it's gonna be May. Anyway. Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
excited.
Aaron, do you want? Because you're gonna be DMing the one shot.
Yes.
Right?
I'll be DMing both this coming Monday,
Mhm.
and then I will also be DMing after the time
Right.
skip for that one shot, which is going to be
So
a special one. We
for-
can't reveal a whole lot, but you should be there because it's going to be really good.
Yeah, more information later because we still got a lot to figure out with it. Anyway, Aaron,
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah. Hmm?
Can you tell us anything about the one shot for Monday?
Well, let me tell you, I sure can. We'll figure it out here live on Table Scraps.
Oh heck yeah!
Nice.
I can also ask for preferences both from you guys and
Le
from
chat.
from Le Chat. I hate
Le
that you just
chat.
called it
That's
Le
cat. That's
Um,
literally cat in French.
First off,
Is the Shah?
Le chat. I'm pretty
Le
sure.
Chat.
My 3 years of French haven't failed me yet.
So I'm so glad that I picked up this book because I'm going to run another one shot out of Candlekeep Mysteries. If you are looking as DM for a book of quick, like one shot games that you can do, or just little in between things, if you're like, crap, I don't have anything planned, this is a really good book to pick up. I will recommend it. I think it's really awesome. I've already ran one. It was the one that was in Wisteria Vale. What level would you guys like to play at?
Maz mentioned the next season of Between the Rows, and that reminded me, Aaron, I do have to talk to you about that after
I
this.
figured you would. You always do.
I always do. I don't know. I
Are
don't
you
have a
looking-
preference.
Let's split it into, do you want to go early level, mid level, or high level? And this is also a question for the viewers. Would you like to watch a game that is low level, mid level, or high level? Now, I will tell you right now, I will always prioritize my players' desires over the chat's desires. I love you guys, but if they're like, I just don't know if I could do like a high level game or something like that.
See, personally speaking,
I get the thing for this.
I would want to see I would want to do a high level.
How do we do the polls again?
I kind of want to. I don't know. I kind of want to do a high level too. It's like a backslash. I
Maz.
think I think it's a slash
Oh,
hole.
poll?
Not. Yeah.
That's a question mark, Aaron.
See, that's the thing. Like Grant does all the poll stuff, so
Did it do it?
Hold on. Well, Maz got it. We're good.
Man.
Just so you know, you were right. It is a slash, not an exclamation point.
there you go. Personally speaking, I would prefer like a high level.
I kind of want to do a high level too. And also, I just won a level 20 battle royale, so I'm kind of. I won on a technicality, and I literally didn't fight anybody that was a player character. So.
Technicality is still a win.
But we don't get to do high level stuff very
Yeah,
often.
we don't really
you know?
get to do high level stuff. I don't think we've ever done a high level thing on the paper dungeon.
Okay, let me see.
Because yeah, the thing is, like, most of the time with one shots, you almost always do like low to mid level stuff. You almost never do like high level one shots.
So, options for high level games, we've won at 16th level.
Okay.
That's the highest that it goes in this book. So if you're looking for a 20th level thing, too bad. We've got.
Man, I really wanted to fight a Trask.
Okay, bold claim. Trask's underwhelming.
Honestly,
we have 15th level, and we honestly might just have. Ooh, actually, I didn't figure that out. How many mysteries do we have here? Let's see. We've got. Okay, so we have 16th down to 1st. If we're doing high level, let's assume that the most options for high level in this area would be 16th to 14th. So you've got 3 potential options. 14th, 15th, or 16th level. What is your choice?
I kind of want to just go all in with 16.
I'm down.
It's kind of my thought too.
Okay. In that case, so just so you know, the all adventures in this book are based off of the characters finding or needing to find a specific text or tome that is found within the Candle Keep. That is the name of the place. Since I like to make all of our one-shots canon to the world, this would actually be we're replacing the Candle Keep with the Scholar's Guide.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, wait a second.
Interesting.
Now, okay, so last time we did this, one of the Candlekeep adventures. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
This was the one where it was me as the Southern Belle.
Yeah, and we had to find the bard or whatever.
And you just hated your life.
And I hated everything because I was stuck with dumb. Lydia and Grant.
Chaos unfolded around you.
Yeah, it's a beholder.
Behold who?
Beholder. The beholder. You know,
You're saying the same thing, honey.
I thought about playing a French, like trying to do a French kind of thing for campaign 2.
Yeah.
But I realized that's a terrible idea because Lydia would do the same thing to me again.
I would 100% do that to you.
And I can't handle a whole campaign of that.
So, I will give you this information. The plot of this is that you guys will be not exactly doctors, but basically people who are attempting to stop or end not exactly a plague. I'll read the intro to you. Let's see.
Actually, wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who I'm going to play.
Okay. I'll read the intro. Well, I'm really bad at names. What is the name of the continent that we are on? Because Dungeoneers is the world, right?
Dungeoneers is the world. Athala?
No, that's the city.
Talyra.
No, Athala is the
Talyra
country.
is the continent.
Oh, hold on. Let me double check because I have it listed here.
I literally get
continent of Talyra in the country of Oclaron. Yes. Athala is the capital city of Oclaron.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I shall read this to you, and hopefully not stumble over my words too much, because I'll have to in time replace words with other words. A fungal plague is ravaging the west coast of Talyra, spreading quickly from one settlement to the next. Although magic has proven effective at ridding individuals of the spore infection, the plague is spreading too quickly to contain. Creatures that become infected fall ill with a fever and sprout disgusting, gooey fungal growths before losing their autonomy and acting like zombies. They also release spores that infect other beasts and humanoids. Eventually, the plague reduces all infected creatures and foodstuffs to puddles of ooze. Humanoids infected with the plague drone the word Xanthoria over and over for no discernible reason before death finally claims them. You have determined that there is a book by that name contained in the Library of the Scholar's Guide. With luck, the book holds information that might help you end the saprophytic plague. Wow, that is a word. Before it wipes out every village, town, and city on Talira.
Drew,
Nice.
who are you going to be?
I am going to play Leshka.
You're going to play Leshka?
That is completely acceptable.
Remind me, Leshka's a sorcerer, right? Aberrant Mind?
He's an Aberrant Mind sorcerer.
I don't know what I'm going to be.
I mean, you've got a little bit of time to figure that out.
I know, but it's fun to discuss.
Yeah, we haven't seen Leshka in a while, and it'd be kind of fun to pull him out for a one shot.
I do miss Leshka.
I also miss Leshka. Leshka's fun to play.
I'll have to rewrite some things in this story. The last one I didn't have to because it was just all in a demi-plane, so I could just do whatever. But this one, since now that you're higher level, like the highest level in the book, things are different and have a lot more relevance to, like, Faerun if this was in the core world. So I have to, like, rewrite the names of gods and figure out what gods do what things and stuff like that.
Apparently Maz and Quincy both want to see somebody play an artificer.
So I can't reveal why, but Lydia may be opposed to that.
We'll have to
for specific reasons.
We'll have to talk to Grant about that idea.
I would kind of love if you played a Circle of Spores druid.
I was kind of debating
Honestly,
that.
That would make sense.
I mean, I play druids all the time.
That is fair.
But I'm also not like upset about that. I love druids.
Yeah, and so the way that I'm going to kind of theme this is that you guys would be excluding Drew, because Drew would be your guide through the library and also the person that would be sent with you to deal with this. But basically, like, adventurer doctors. The goal of, or like your main job is to go to places where there are heavy amounts of disease or plague and kind of quarantine cities and like get rid of these biological threats to the world. Kind of a separate group that is like, we don't really have a like government or anything that we're affiliated with. Our job is just to make sure that disease doesn't kill the world. That's like what you do. Basically, you hate Tarak.
Those
orcs just the worst.
Now
Doctors Without Borders, or whatever that organization is called.
I could go artificer to try to get practice, but I don't know. I don't know if I wanted. I don't know.
I mean, that's an option.
I mean,
I'm down with whatever you want to play. The goal is 16th level. I don't really tend to put a whole lot of restrictions, if any, on characters, especially for one-shots.
The whole point of it is supposed to be just kind of something fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll likely do Circle of Spores Druid just because I know those really well, and higher levels tend to intimidate me. That's probably where I'll go. That's probably where I'll go with it. So stick around if you want to see Artificer.
Yeah. Do that.
Talk about a tease.
Who knows when it'll happen? Shroom Queen. Lydia Poggers. I don't know why. So
I just roll up and have Mike the Myconid.
The best part about this,
Lydia, you could just play Mike the Myconid.
Gosh.
You could make him canon.
Make him canon
Mike
in the world.
Canon.
Where is he at? He's out here like saving the world from
Hey,
disease.
Hey, Lydia.
Mike is a higher level than all of us.
Hey,
Yes,
Lydia.
Aaron.
What if I
Aaron.
told you I already know where Mike is?
Where's Mike?
I can't tell you that yet.
Oh, so he's the cause of this
Is Mike-
of the
No.
Oh my
plague.
I'm saying that
gosh.
you guys won't learn where Mike canonically is for at least a year.
Wait.
Why do you canonically know where Mike is?
Is Mike in the undergrowth? Is that what it's called?
No. I'm talking about a year in real life, minimum amount of time before I can tell you where Mike is.
Oh, so when okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Drew's
my
on it.
gosh,
Drew's on it.
no, I'm on
Lydia's
it too.
on it.
Okay, we're
We're
caught up.
all on it.
We're all here.
Okay,
Okay.
that's funny.
That's
funny.
hilarious. That's amazing. I'm so excited.
But yeah,
What a time.
Congratulations, all of you in the chat. You have a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to happen this Monday.
Yeah, you have a
Also,
yeah.
I don't know why. So, Quincy, obviously, I don't know you personally, but I know you through your like TikTok content a lot, and something about me envisioning you saying "Shroom Queen Lydia Poggers" in your like TikTok form kills me, like internally, like you just like polishing a glass, and you're like, "Shroom Queen Lydia Poggers." I couldn't do it. I can't. It like hurts me to see that like persona being like, wow, big poggers out there today. Oh man.
Breaks
so
good. Suspension of
You know what?
disbelief, fantasy setting,
I'm
kind
gonna
of breaks that just a little bit.
actually. I want to roll my stats right now. Can I do that?
Do it live.
I
live.
would. I'm at work right now, so I don't have any dice.
Come on, Drew. You always need to carry a set of dice with you, no matter where you go. We've been over this.
I have my phone.
Just like, oh yes, would you like some warmed mead? That's some KEKW poggers on the nat 20 there, bud.
Okay.
Wow, what a time to be alive. Big dubs. So
Although I actually don't have to roll stats. I just have to increase Fleshka's
yeah,
stats.
gotta get him up to level 16.
Okay. First one, 9.
Nice.
That's
Hold
that's
on.
a great start.
Keep it coming.
I need to write these down somewhere. I'm gonna lose them. Okay.
For those of you who are just popping in now, we just went over. I will be DMing a one shot this Monday because DJ is currently gone. He'll be coming back on Monday, but he's like, "Dog, I'm not going to be able to DM that day."
He's gonna be dead.
Yeah, he's just going to be a little puddle of goo. So I'm going to be DMing right now. Lydia's rolling the stats for her character on that one shot.
Yeah.
Maz,
I guess I do have
question that I
Leshka's
ask myself all the time.
character sheet.
That is true. You already have Leshka made.
Yeah, like I just have to increase
gotta level
his
him
level
up.
on
Okay.
Beyond.
Second one is on 11.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. That's a 14.
9, 11, 14. That's good.
Fourth one. Okay. That's another 14. 6, 5, 3. And number 5 is 7.
You are allowed to re-roll an 8 or below once.
Okay. Okay, 10.
Okay, average rolls. That's what we like to see.
And then last
Make
one.
it a good one.
Please be nice to me.
No.
Oh, well, I got a 13.
Hey, that's not bad.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations on your stats.
Thank you.
So, while you're doing this, I'm gonna skim through this adventure because
Yeah,
I
you
officially
do
got through
that.
The first page. Also, can I just say I love Dungeons and Dragons books that give us maps, like tear outable maps that are like big maps. They just
Pretty-
life changing.
Pretty poggers. I need to look over the spores.
Also, I already saw at least one pun in this adventure, and I'm so
Beautiful.
excited.
We love this.
Ooh, good. It's a developed by Christopher Perkins one. I like all the Christopher Perkins adventures. They're good. Um, that would be. Oh, well, that actually would be an interesting thing. I also have
Interesting.
Incarnate. I'm really bad at using it. I wish I was better. Didn't they recently change? Maybe not recently. Um, don't they also have the option for top-down maps now? Because if that is the case, I'm gonna have to get back into Incarnate because combat maps would be a game changer.
Ow.
I do wish that that our DM had a little more time in his life to create maps, because that would be helpful.
Maps are hard.
Maps are hard.
Maps are so hard.
Well, and then one of the things, because we're going to be having a big break that we're doing, is one of the things I kind of want to do is like work on some kind of map thing we can display during stream. And I just make some like basic things that DJ can just use, some basic visual elements that DJ can use, and we add that in. But again, I don't know. We have to discuss that more and figure out the details of it. Okay, that one.
So, have I told you guys about the best map that I've ever seen? Like combat map? Is that a no?
I don't think so.
I don't think you've talked to us about it.
I have a friend who co-owns and works at the local game store that I go to. Really nice guy. Has played Dungeons & Dragons a super long time, and he wanted to kind of return to kind of like classic Dungeons & Dragons, that like dungeon crawl aesthetic, like just like money, wealth, and or power, wealth, and influence, like dungeon delve, just combat like focus. Like this is what he wanted using 5th edition. And so he got a group together, and the group is like doing really well. And I showed up there to play Magic the Gathering at a pre-release a while back, and he was like, "Hey, Aaron, do you want to see my map?" And I was like, "Is that even a question, Jeff?" Like, hello. And he goes behind the counter, and he pulls out a tube, like one of those like big like tubes. Moves over to the table. He puts 2 tables together end to end, and pulls out like 4 individual massive, like they were probably like 4-foot long graph paper sheets, and he lays them together end to end, and it was a multi-layered, like 30-layer dungeon across like 2 tables worth of maps. And I'm like, Jeff, what is happening? And he's like, he goes all the way over to the end of the one table, and he's like, so this is where they are. This is floor 3. And then the map goes from here, and then he used diamond graph. So like instead of just a like square graph paper, it's diamonds. So you can judge like angles and distances, and you can make it go up and down, which is super cool. Like map thing that I didn't even know existed. And he showed me level by level like how the papers would be stacked on top of each other, like to show the gradual movement downwards into this dungeon. He's like, and here's the story for it, like this is why this dungeon exists. They're from this place, and then there's also this place that they don't know about, and they're gonna go through and do like all this stuff, and it's just going through this dungeon trying to find where they're supposed to go and what the goal is and all this stuff. And I'm like, Jeff, that's a really nice map. And he's like, yeah, the problem is people keep asking to join into the game, and I already have 8 players. And I'm like, oh boy, Jeff, that's a lot of players. And he's like, yeah, and I've got 4 other people who all asked to be in this game because they joined in. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want them to join, but also I think I'd die.
Yeah, 12 players is a lot.
Yeah, it was the coolest map I've ever seen. I could like dream of doing a map like that and still not achieve it. It was incredible. Oh my goodness. I love maps. Not good at drawing them. I leave that to DJ. DJ's a map guy.
DJ is pretty good.
Now, question is, what What D&D race do I want to be?
Well, if you're going for a like power centric, you're going to want something focused on wisdom.
Well, yeah.
Which is a surprisingly low. I mean, Furbolg
I
is
don't.
the easy option.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I don't
Furbolg
know.
is an
I
easy
kind
option.
of. I kind of am wanting to go goblin.
I would love a goblin, a little goblin, mushroom person.
I kind of really want to do it.
Like, yes, the spores from below ground, they call to me. I'm in.
Yeah.
There has been a great disturbance.
Wait, Maz wants me to be a kobold. I don't know. I feel like I can pull off goblin better, Maz. But I need Maz's support on this.
The Wizards
Goblin,
of the Coast.
huh?
You need their support.
I need the backing of the Wizard of the Coast.
Do it.
Maz.
Crap, now I'm just
Maz.
imagining Quincy. Do it, Lydia. He polishes the glass, pours a cup of coffee. Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do goblin. Choose. Okay. Got that.
So
Oh.
goblin, spore druid. I'm excited to see what I have to deal with on Monday. I'm going to talk to Grant because he's going to need some help. If we're playing a level 16 game, whew, my man's in trouble.
Okay. Proficiencies.
What is today? Is today Thursday?
It
Today
is.
is in fact Thursday.
That's why we're on table scraps.
Got my own problems.
That is why we were on table scraps. That is correct.
Okay, what should I take as my other druid skill? I'm taking nature.
Level spells. That's so nice.
What should my second one be? I think I either want to go. Intimidation is not a druid skill, unfortunately. Thinking either Arcana or Medicine.
Either one would probably fit this adventure pretty well.
Yeah.
If you're going
I
for
could go Survival.
If you want to be more on the
There's not a lot of
doctor
survival
level,
checks,
I would
though.
say Arcana. But if you're going for more of the like, I've felt a disturbance within the fungal fields, that's probably an Arcana thing, more like.
Oh, so the medicine, you mean medicine for the first one?
Medicine for the first one. Did I say Arcana for the first one?
Yeah.
I was thinking about volleyball. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Arcana.
That was a good one.
And then got that.
I wish that there were more checks that involved medicine. Medicine is such a vague check.
Now, do I do ability score improvement or do I take a feat?
Do you have any feat that is like important for your character?
I don't know. I have to
Preferably
look
two
over
of
them.
That's what I was going to say. Preferably a few feats.
Huh?
Well,
what?
I mean, you would have a lot of trouble walking if you didn't have any.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand. I'm following now. Go stats. Okay.
I agree with stats. Right
Okay.
now, your stats are rather lacking.
Well, I have four ability score improvements that I get with the 16. So yeah. So I'll look over the feats in a sec. But first, we'll do the wisdom.
Something about a
And
wise
then-
goblin is just great. Like, yes, a tomato is a fruit, but it should not go in a salad.
And
A fruit
then
salad.
we'll do another ability score
fruit,
improvement. We'll go.
Should not go in a fruit salad. That's how it is. That's just salsa.
That. Then
I'm loving this D&D creation stream. Just character creation stream. Light it up.
Yep, that's what it
Okay.
yeah.
now do I do a third ability score improvement?
What are your abilities looking like?
I
Like right
don't know. I'm not looking at that right now.
Oh, well. Let's see. You had a 9, 10, 14, 14, 13. something
9,
else?
10, 11,
There was an 11. Dang it.
13, 14, 14.
So if you have two, if you're for sure going for 2 ability score improvements, you don't have a whole lot of odd numbers, which means that you're probably going to have to put the +2 into an individual run. Assuming that you bring your wisdom up to a 16, you could bring it up to an 18, which would be relatively acceptable by as a 16th level character. If we're going min max here. What stats does the goblin gain?
2 in dexterity, 1 in constitution.
Okay. So if you put the so see 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 14, although it would now be 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 18.
How big on combat is this one shot gonna be?
I mean, I know that there for sure is combat.
There is for sure combat.
There
okay.
is for sure combat. It's against a creature. It's officially a creature that is there. I would say that combat is relatively common.
Okay.
Is relatively common?
Yes. I mean, you're basically the people who have been infected by these spores become similar to zombies. So you're going to have to deal with the 4 infected people while getting to where the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think then...
Let's see. Oh, geez. I only have 2 more spells.
Okay, I think I'm set on that then. So now I've got to roll my hit points. That's a lot of D8. I'm committed. I want to roll them all. We'll just do 8 and then double it. Well, not double it, but re-roll the 8 after. Where did I put my die? There it is. I found it. Okay. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 more. Dang it. Where's my D8? Where's another D8? There's one. Okay. I'm gonna take the rest of these out, otherwise I'm gonna get lost with all the numbers around me. So what are you guys doing now? I know Aaron's reading the thing. Drew, you're updating Leshka spells?
I'm just saying, I love this story. It's so gross.
Oh gosh, I'm not excited then.
Oh man, let me tell you. There is a sentence in here. Halfway through the sentence, this is... actually, I can read the whole thing, because there's a lot of creatures that would do something similar to this. When they roar or discharge their lightning breath, thousands of gray parasitic bloodworms can be seen writhing inside their mouths.
Ew!
I love that. That's awesome. This is so cool. And man, let me tell you, in that same paragraph, there includes 8d8 necrotic damage at some point in time. And then also the added sentence, this is on top of the regular damage.
Roll again. Bonk.
I'm very not excited to face whatever that is.
Okay. So that's...
Man, this is cool.
Okay.
This,
oh my god.
This. Okay, so
Okay,
that's
well,
10, 20.
There's some decent spells.
8.
Oh man, this is so gross. I love it. There's so many cool
That's
things in this story.
That's it. and then-
Although,
Okay.
oh my goodness, dude. Wait. Although the only problem with sorcerers, which is why my favorite class is wizard, is there's so many spells, and you as a sorcerer you get so few of them. Like I have 1 8th level spell, 2 7th level spells, 1 6th. Actually, I have 3 5th. Ooh. Oh wait, what? Wait a second. Hold on a second.
All right.
What?
Got my
Oh.
HP.
Oh, great. I get. Oh, cool. That means I can change that. I didn't realize that. That's cool.
I'm pretty. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I'll find them later.
I forgot. There's some spells that I get because my zip class.
I freaking love the tough feat.
Tough feat's great, dude. Honestly. Okay.
So what's-
that means I get 1 more spell there.
Drew, what is Leshka's stats and HP? Now that you've leveled them up.
Well, I have 2 ability score improvements / feats that I haven't allocated yet because for some reason the feats are being weird. But right now he has a 12 in strength, 11 in dex, 11 in constitution, 15 intelligence, 11 wisdom, and a 20 charisma.
Nice.
Although I might end up increasing his
Man, this is
intelligence
depressing.
and constitution, since they're both on odd numbers, and he could use a little bit more health. He's only at 73 max HP.
Ah, I see. Our squishy
know,
boy.
Well, he's a sorcerer.
That is fair.
I'm just looking through this story. This sucks for everyone involved. It's so good.
Don't say that, Aaron.
Man, it's terrible.
Why would you say
Oh.
That's so neat.
this? It's bad when Aaron says it's neat.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
man.
really is.
Man, even if you win, you lose. I love when that happens.
No. Okay, then.
Okay, so it's official. We're all gonna die.
Well, we won't all die. We'll be sad.
No, I think we're all gonna die.
I don't know. I think Leshka's probably gonna die, but that's okay because Leshka.
Wow.
So he just comes back. No, remember Leshka doesn't die. Like he's like a cat. He has 9 lives.
Oh.
Like we all have like 3. We all have like 3, but he's got like an infinite supply. Really?
I don't recall
In
this
reality,
conversation,
Leshka, like we all thought Kahtyr was buddy with the gods of death. Leshka.
Oh.
Leshka is
actually.
practically family to them.
Ah, I see. I see. Good to know.
It's the friend who has been like, who just like shows up at the house and they're like, I'm coming in, and they're like, okay, like you've been around here enough that you're basically related to us, so I guess it's fine. You just die so often that he shows up and they're like, Leshka again? Leshka.
Leshka, look, you
We
can't
talked
keep
about
doing
this.
This is the one thing that we told you to not do, and yet here you are. Oh man. Anyway, thank you for we are at 1 hour and 54 minutes at this moment. That's around the time that we start skedaddling.
I just finished my sheet.
Good. I'm glad.
So good timing.
I'm so glad that you did. For those of you who have stayed this long, and even for those of you who haven't, thank you for coming out today for Table Scraps. We appreciate everyone who has been here and who will be here in the future and is here currently. I have, once again, the obligatory end of the stream plugs. They're the same ones that I have to do at the front. If I don't, I'll get fired. Man,
even
People
though
are
you're
just slave
you're
drivers. Just Aaron,
co
plug this thing. Aaron, plug that thing. All the time.
co-owner.
Yep. We have socials: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Those are things that we have. If you aren't already following us on there, you should, because we post really cool, funny things, and they're really awesome. You should do that. We also have a YouTube if you want to watch the show that we talked about to an extent, or once the Monday game gets put up, the one shot that we're planning on doing this Monday, you can watch it on YouTube as well. If you don't want to slog through 70, 67 episodes or something like that.
There's a lot of episodes.
Start it. Either episode 50 or episode 62. Both of those are good recap episodes. You can hop in there, not have to spend 10 years trying to, gosh dang, catch up. We also have a Discord. If you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? You can be infected by the corn plague like the rest of us. It'll be awesome. We also have a website, www.thepaperdungeon.com, where we have a merch store that you can buy our merchandise off of, and it's pretty cool. It has our logo on it, has a bunch of cool stuff. Lydia also has a store where you can buy her art, which also she did the art for us at thepaperdungeon.com, just so you know. And you can also commission art from her. That's awesome. Should do that. And then I should also say we are currently sponsored. Regal Rollers. They have a Kickstarter going right now for dice. If you don't have dice, or if you do have dice, you should get their dice. So basically, you should always get their dice.
Pretty
They're really
dice.
cool. They're
Pretty math rocks.
They are really cool.
They're
math
gorgeous.
click-clacks.
They're pretty math click clacks.
They're there and they're awesome, and you should get their
Shiny
dice.
math rocks.
We like them. They like us. We like
Forbidden
the dice.
fruit snack.
Yes. Don't eat your dice. This is me as a person. Please don't try to digest dice unless they're edible dice, like made of sugar and.
Oh
and
my
candy.
goodness, they should totally make fruit snacks that are
Right?
like D&D themed.
Hey, copyright. Paper Dungeon fruit snacks.
Yeah, trademark that.
Yep. Copyright right now. That's ours.
That was our idea.
Owned by the Paper Dungeon. On this day of April the 28th. It's ours. We did it. I don't think I have. Also, our brand name for the food stuff would be the Scarlet Tastes. Copyright. I don't think I have anything else. Anything else that I need? Quincy, it's okay if you use it as long as you credit us somewhere on there. I have to look as the most famous person that I have in the chat right now. I need to use you for clout. So if you create these and then put just a logo on it, that's that's good. It's yeah. So as though you get input into it as to whether or not I use you as clout. I'm the villain, Quincy. The villain. I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything that I need to cover. In June, special game Lydia's running. It's pre-recorded.
What?
It's awesome. It's there. Camp Cryptids, where we are crypt kids. I'm a little punk. It's awesome.
Yes.
Aaron is.
I'm just
it's
the
really
kinda-
is.
it's-
I'm just
it's
a
kinda
terrible
terrifying.
person.
I thought the others would be the scary. No, it's him.
No, it's Aaron.
I'm
Darren's
pretty sure
always
that I introduced myself to Drew, who is just the sweetest
The
character.
cutest.
With
He's adorable.
do I know you? If not, let's keep it that way. I'm pretty sure that's how I introed that's the first thing my character ever said.
Mhm.
So be there in June. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
We do. We have a
Whole
lot
bunch.
of things. We got a lot of things coming up.
Also, keep an eye on Lydia's stuff, because Lydia has way more cool stuff than we do coming up. Lydia's like, Aaron, people just keep reaching out to me to do stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do stuff. I'm like, yeah, you should do stuff. That's cool. So Lydia's gonna do a whole bunch of cool stuff. So you should keep an eye out. We're all lame. You should look in for the stuff that she does. Other than that, I don't think that I have anything else. I'm pretty sure that's for real. The last of the things that I have. I think for real this time.
I think so.
This time.
I think so.
The only thing I have left to say is good luck, Godspeed. We will see y'all next time,
Bye, friends.
Dungeoneers. Wave, Drew. Say something. Say goodbye.
He is waving.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.